Hi, I'm Kelsey, and thank you so much for joining me in our Feel Good flow today. We're gonna be starting in quadruped. We're jumping straight into it. This will be a pretty quick class. We're lots of release, but also activation. So let's get going. Find your quadruped position. So shoulders over wrists, knees under hips, and I want you to start with your toes tucked under this morning, and we're gonna jump straight into our movement and incorporate our breath work. So from here, just want you to sit your booty over your heels, not all the way down, but just hover back. Feel the stretch through the bottoms of your feet. That's your inhale, and then I want you to exhale, just pitch forward. Good, and bring your shoulders a little over your hands as you pitch forward. Inhale back, feel that stretch, exhale forward. And as you sit and translate your hips back, I want you to really focus on maintaining a long, neutral, maybe slightly extended spine where your sit bones spread wide. There's a lot of times a tendency to tuck under like this as you sit back, and I want you to really keep your tail back and long. Let's go for 3 and 2. Good, last one. Come forward to that true quadruped position. The tops of your feet can come flat now, taking it into cat-cow with a breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, now you really get to round your spine, scoop. As you round and scoop, you're pressing down into the tops of your feet so you feel that deeper core connection. Good, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round and scoop. Good. Let's just go 3 more. And then we're gonna combine those 2 movements together, the translation with the cat-cow, and add a little bit more juiciness to it. This is our last one. So from here, you're gonna retuck your toes under, walk your hands forward just a little bit more, sit back over your heels. This should feel really good. Keep that tuck and scoop. You're going to lift your hips, stay rounded, wave forward, and as you come forward, shoulders over hands, tops of feet come flat. You unravel your spine, lift chest and sternum, lift head slightly, look straight ahead, not too upward, and then drop your head, wave it back, reset. Good, so we're just waving through our spine, going from this nice flexion to extension, and this should just feel really nice and good and juicy. We got 2 more. 1 more. Oh, that extension feels so nice. And roll it back. Good. From here, come back to that true quadruped position. And we're going to take it into a bird dog. We're gonna just do one side at a time. So I would like for you to just step and hover your left foot back, balance and stabilize your pelvis, and then I want you to tap your right hand forward and bring the palm to face in. Now, hinging around both shoulder and hip joint, we're gonna exhale. I gotta scoot myself forward just a smidge. We're gonna exhale, lift, inhale, tap down. And we're finding that diagonal connection from right shoulder girdle to left glute. We're also staying very, very connected in with our core. And as you lift that leg, it really shouldn't come much higher than your hip line. And I want you to really focus on getting that left glute to fire as you lift. Good. I want you to go 1 more, hold it up, and give me a little pulse. Up, up. Good. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down, knee comes down. I'm going to scoot myself over so I have enough space on my other side. And then this time it's right leg steps back, Square everything off, stabilize your pelvis. Step that left hand forward, turn the palm to face in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap down. And again, we're thinking about that direct door hinge around the joint. Lift and lower. Go for 4. Good. And 3. And 2. Last one, pause, hold, and pulse. Up, up. Stay with your breath. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Okay, core should be connected at this point in time. We're gonna do just little plank hovers. Now, if you have a hard time being on your wrist, you totally can do this variation from your forearms. Totally cool. Tuck toes under, legs come a little closer together, stabilize at your shoulder girdle, draw those shoulder blades down your back, maintain a neutral spinal alignment, take a deep breath in, exhale, lift, hover your knees. And what's lifting you up is your low core. Stay here, stabilize, and breathe. And each time you exhale, I want you to feel your waist cinch more. Take that inhale, breath in, exhale. One more breath. And exhale. Lower it all the way down. Beautiful. So that was that brief core activation. Now we're going to bring some more attention to our legs. So I want you to come to a kneeling position. I'm going to start with my right leg forward. So we're kind of moving through, as I mentioned at the beginning, stretch to strength, or activate, release, activate, release. And actually, I'm gonna switch my legs so you can see a little bit more on this downside. So my left leg is forward, and I just come to this fully upright, high kneeling position. And we're gonna find the stretch first. So a lot of times we have a tendency of dumping down into our hips like this to get into the stretch, but I want you to actually be really intentional on activating the left glute on this down side and then feeling the front of the hip energetically draw up. And with that, you'll get a stretch without dumping too much into it. So I want you to find that connection first, then maybe lean into it a little bit. We're gonna bring our hands behind our head. Elbows are in your peripheral vision. Stay here, take a breath. And then on your exhale, I just want you to twist over the front leg. So I'm twisting to my left. Inhale, center. And what this rotation does to the left is lengthens that spiral line and specifically deepens into the stretch for your hip flexor. Good. We have one more. And then I want you to bring it to center. From here, now that we're stretched out a bit through that hip, we're gonna take it into a lunge. So you're gonna tuck your toes under, bring your arms directly out in front of you, and we're gonna lift up. Good, now readjust. You're gonna inhale, lower, dip down, exhale up, arms can come down by your side as you come up. So it's inhale, dip, exhale, extend. Good, and the goal here is to keep torso, spine to tail really tall and long as you do this movement. So you're dipping down and then lifting up. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2. Good. Last one. Bring it down halfway. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good. So small isolations. I want you to root through that down front left heel to get the glute to fire a little bit more. Go for 3, 2, 1. Now pause, hold. You're going to pitch your torso forward. You can bring your hands to your hips here for a moment. Tack the hips back. Keep your center of gravity down through this front left leg, and you're going to tap your back foot forward and then step it back. Tap and back. Tap. Good. Stay connected. You're probably starting to feel your left glute burn a bit. I know I definitely am. Go for 3 and 2, and 1. Good. Slowly bring it on down, step back. Whew. Okay, other side. So now we know where we're going with this. Your right foot's gonna step forward. First thing we're gonna do is find alignment. Press down into your down left shin. You're going to activate left glute, dial the front of that left hip up, find that connection point first, then give me a little lean forward. It's like an inch, right? Hold there, inhale, exhale, twist over the right leg. And again, we just deepen into that stretch through this rotation through the upper body. And as you twist, you're really imagining that you're spiraling upward through the crown of your head. 2 more. And last one. Good, and bring it to center. You're going to bring your hands to your hips. You might need to narrow your stance, tuck your back toes under. Inhale, breath, exhale, come on up. Boom. Good, so you're gonna inhale, lower down, arms come up. As you extend, you can bring your arms down. Good, and again, we're really trying to stay focused on staying upright and long through our spine. Good, go for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it down, pulse, pulse, good, stay tall. Root down through that front right heel. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna extend back leg, hips angle back, shift hips back, especially this right one. Square them off, center of gravity, and weight stays through that front foot. Tap forward and back. Tap, extend, tap. Good. Stay low. Keep the weight in the glutes. Keep the glute on stretch. You should be really feeling that work. Go for 3, and 2, and 1. Step it back. Lower the knee on down. Come down. And we're gonna lay on our backs. Whew, you made it through the hard stuff. So from here, we're gonna lie on down and finish up with a little core work, one more stretch, and then get you on with your day. So quick and easy. Bring your arms to goalpost arms. Bring the legs up to tabletop. We're taking it into one of my favorites, supine spine twist. Drop the knees over to the left. Let your right hip lift. Exhale is the most important thing here as you rotate back to center. That's what's gonna activate the core work for this movement. Good. Inhale, dip. And exhale, center. Inhale, dip. So it's just like a direct rotation around the hip. Good. Now, if you want to challenge, you can stay here if you don't. But if you want to challenge, dip over, maybe not as far. Shoot your legs out long. Really feel the sensation of drawing your core back towards your spine, and then rotate back to center, lower to table. Dip over to the other side. Extend on that diagonal line, connect to your core, bring it up through to center, lower to table. One more on each side. Rotate, kick, twist, and lower. Last one. Rotate, kick, and twist. Lower to table. Interlace fingers behind your head. Exhale, curl. Maintain a neutral, maybe slightly imprinted spine. We're just getting that little chest lift in. Good. Stay with the breath. Stay super connected to your core. Cinch the waistline. Let's go for 3, and 2, and 1. Curl up, hold. Both of your hands come onto your right leg. Extend it out. Single leg stretch. Switch and switch. As you extend the leg, That's your exhale, and it's a quick inhale as you switch legs. Good. Stay connected to the core. Stay stable through pelvis. Stay stable through core. Only thing that's really moving here are legs and the switch of the hands. Boom. Boom. Go for 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. Now pull it in. I have to scoop myself back just a smidge. Lower your head for a moment. And we're gonna curl up. One more little ab thing here. We're gonna take it into hamstring pull, but instead of pulsing, we're gonna flex, point, switch. Flex, point, flex, point. Now, if you can't straighten the leg, that's totally fine. You can keep your knees slightly bent, or you can drop your head, that's cool too. But what I want you to really focus on is that point and flex of the foot, getting that work through ankle and feet. Good. Last one. Flex, point, point. Beautiful. Hug your knees in. Rock it from right to left. And then from here, I want you to take your feet wide apart on your mat. Open your arms out to goalpost or out to a T. We're gonna go into a hip swivel. Good. So right to left, and as you rotate, you wanna really think the leg that's kind of stays lifted, you'll drop one leg down to the floor. For me here, it's my right side. I'm reaching out long with my right knee. My low back comes off the floor. I'll feel a stretch through the low back and through the front of the hip. Good, we're gonna go one more on each side. Last one. And then I want you to just sit up for a moment. We'll take a few conscious breaths together, and then we're done. So sit nice and tall, bring a hand to your belly, bring a hand to your heart, shut your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, be expansive through your lungs and through your ribs. Exhale, let it all go out through your mouth. Good, 2 more. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Last one. Beautiful. Open your eyes and you're complete. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you soon. Thanks for moving with me. I hope you're feeling connected, empowered, and aligned. If you enjoyed this class, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out more KWL sessions to support your practice. Until next time, move well, be well, and live well from the inside out.